Hey there, everybody. Pastor Rick, Broadman Baptist Church. This is the Broadman Word for Friday, April 11th, 2025. Today's title is Let God Protect You. And it is from Isaiah chapter 41, 10 through 13. So let's just go ahead and read that together. And we'll talk about it a little bit. It says here, beginning in Isaiah chapter 41, starting in 10, we'll go through 13. It says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. All who rage against you will surely be ashamed and disgraced. Those who oppose you will be as nothing and perish. Though you search for your enemies, you will not find them. Those who wage war against you will be as nothing at all. For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." And so God very clearly does not intend for you to be alone in any way. It is not his desire for you to have to worry about yourself at all. He uses some very clear language here, even says that you would search for your enemies and not be able to find them. What an amazing thing. In this world we live in, you would think it'd be easy enough to find those to persecute, push back against, otherwise discourage or dismay you. God says, do not be dismayed. In fact, he offers his righteous right hand to protect you. What an amazing thing. And you'll be able to look around as hard as you feel like and not see your enemies. And he guarantees that those who do wage war against you, let's say there are some enemies that you can't find, those who do wage war against you will be as nothing at all. And then he says, for I am your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. So in this big scary world that we live in, all of this nonsense that you see, all of the protest and upset and anger and violence, real violence against people, and geez, now against things, with all this nonsense we see with the Teslas. It just seems like there's no end to discord and upset and potential for harm. But one of the most awesome things that God does is allow you to understand who he is first, as described here in Isaiah as part of his character being your protector. So he allows you to understand that aspect of his godliness. Then he guarantees you that he will use that position of godliness to protect you with his righteous, and I would say mighty, right hand. He will hold on to yours. He will make your enemies as nothing, and in fact, leave you in peace. In order to do this, though, you have to have an attitude of positionality, like I talked to you about on Monday, in allowing yourself to conceive of and understand who God is, one, and two, who you are to God, and then three, his ultimate purposes being served by you being protected. If you broke this down to the simplest terms, God is using you as an ambassador of the gospel, a tool of his to spread his message, right? You can't do that if you're not safe, if you don't feel safe, if you're not healthy of mind and strong of spirit. You can't be an effective witness of the gospel. You can't be the ambassador, the priest, the saint that this soldier that he needs you to be. So in the very basic common sense of this thing, understanding that God needs you to do a job, and that is in fact why you're on this earth, to do that job, why would he not provide this protection for you? Because if you didn't have it, you would rightfully be scared of everything. It is a big, scary world. And you would rightfully not want to evangelize or proselytize in certain situations because you would be in danger. God here from the days of Isaiah, and I would argue from the foundations of the earth when he conceived of you, provides you a way to deal with all of the aggression and protest and pushback and prosecution and violence from a position of being separate from it, holy, set apart. You are an adopted heir of the kingdom. You are alive in the light of Jesus Christ, no longer part of the world that creates all of those violent, aggressive, fearful circumstances. You're up here positionally from heaven. Your position as a citizen of heaven. You're up here. Circumstances of the world are down here. And so you don't need to worry about those things. You don't need to be timid or fearful or shy. You can, with the authority of God, and now you know the protection of God, be the fulfillment of what he set you on this earth to do. You can be the ultimate representation of the redemptive work of Christ on the cross. You can exercise your personal resurrection and your newness of life, the results of being born again and new in the gospel of Christ through the grace of God, and now you know the protection of God. That's what God does for you. And it's just one of the millions of things that God does. So listen, brothers and sisters, I want you to go out into the world armed differently now. Now that you know about this statement in Isaiah 41 and what God's intention for your personal protection is, you can now carry that with you as yet one more tool in your toolbox of evangelism and fulfilling the true purpose that God has for you on this earth, to move your ministry further and advance the good purposes of his kingdom further each and every day until he decides Jesus should come back and reign over a new heaven and a new earth. So hey, listen, I love you. You have a marvelous day in the Lord. I'll talk to you next time.